Did you know that some of the foods you eat every day might contain harmful chemicals disguised as safe ingredients? Well, in this video, we'll dive into 5 dangerous food additives to eliminate right now. These additives may be affecting your health in unexpected ways, but don't worry, I'll guide you on what to look out for so you can make smarter, healthier choices. Welcome to The Scoop, your go-to for impactful tips and insights to boost your health and well-being. If you stayed at the end of this video, I'll give you a tip on organic food that you might not have known about. Now let's dive in and expose those 5 dangerous food additives. Dangerous food additive number 1, aspartame. It's used as an artificial sweetener such as NutraSweet and Equal. The problem is aspartame is an excitotoxin. Now this might blow your mind, literally, because excitotoxins harm your brain cells. It's a chemical compound that can overstimulate neuron receptors, leading to neuron damage or even death. This sounds scary because it is. Aspartame, glutamate, and MSG, which I'll talk about in a minute, are all excitotoxins. They can cross the blood-brain barrier and overstimulate brain cells. Think of it like a car engine running at full throttle nonstop. Eventually, it's going to break down. The same goes for your brain. It's found in processed foods to give them that irresistible flavor, but at what cost? It can also be found in diet foods, diet sodas, sugar-free snacks, energy drinks, and gum. Did you know aspartame could be messing with your mood? Aspartame breaks down into chemicals that can lower serotonin levels in your brain. Serotonin is the feel-good chemical that helps you keep your mood stable, but when these levels get lowered, it leads to mood swings. Let's also talk about your gut, and more specifically, the trillions of bacteria that call it home. This bustling community is known as your gut microbiome, and it's way more important than you think. These bacteria help us digest food, produce vitamins, and play a crucial role in our immune system. Think of your gut as a miniature ecosystem teaming up with good and bad bacteria. These bacteria are doing all this hard work and even influencing your mood. Imagine aspartame as the sneaky intruder upsetting the delicate balance of your gut microbiome. This can cause a host of problems, from digestive issues like bloating and gas to more serious conditions like inflammation. Let's also talk about weight gain, because we're drinking these diet sodas to stay thin, right? Well, aspartame might taste sweet, but unlike sugar, it doesn't provide any calories, which sounds perfect, but not quite. When you consume something sweet, your brain naturally expects calories to follow. And when it doesn't, your brain gets confused. It starts thinking, where are those calories I was promised? This confusion can lead to increased cravings for high caloric foods. So people who consume aspartame often end up eating more calories later in the day. It's like your brain is playing catch up, trying to get those calories it missed out earlier. So instead of helping you lose weight, aspartame could be making it harder to stick to your diet. These are just a few specific issues aspartame causes. I'm going to quickly run through the full list. It's linked to cancer, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, MS, strokes, fatigue, anxiety, headaches and migraine, IBS and other digestive issues, as well as allergic reactions. Curious about where aspartame is not allowed in your food? Well, let's find out which countries have decided to restrict this sweetener. Saudi Arabia restricts the use. Japan and South Korea limits the use of artificial sweeteners. Dangerous food additive number 2, monosodium glutamate, or better known as MSG. MSG is also an excitotoxin that can wreak havoc on the brain, much like aspartame. MSG is used in our food because it enhances the flavor of food, making it more palatable. While this might sound appealing, its intense flavor can lead to overeating because we tend to consume more foods that taste exceptionally good. This in itself can contribute to weight gain, but hold on, it does even more to our waistline. It increases insulin levels and reduces insulin sensitivity, promoting fat storage. But it's not done yet. It interferes with leptin, which is the hormone that signals fullness,
making it harder to regulate food intake, which also contributes to weight gain. Let's also talk about gut health. MSG overstimulates nerve receptors in the gut, leading to discomfort or irregular digestion and a host of other gut issues. These are just a few of the problems that come from eating MSG. I'm going to run through the full list.
It's linked to an increase in appetite, therefore causing weight gain. It's also linked to headaches, fibromyalgia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, MS, strokes, fatigue, anxiety, headaches and migraines, IBS, and other digestive issues and allergic reactions.
MSG is often added to Asian cuisines, but it can also be found in processed foods, flavored snacks, frozen foods, lunch meat, creamy soups, and even seasoning blends.
Dangerous food additive number 3, high fructose corn syrup.
It's linked to weight gain due to its unique composition and the way it's metabolized in the body. It's chemically derived from cornstarch, which is broken down into glucose molecules using enzymes. Now, some of these glucose molecules are then converted into fructose using another enzyme. This process results in a higher proportion of fructose, making it extremely sweet, way sweeter than regular sugar. Unlike glucose, fructose is almost entirely metabolized in the liver, where it's more likely to be converted into fat. Fructose can overwhelm the liver's capacity, leading to a creation of triglycerides, which is fat molecules. And these fat molecules can accumulate in the liver and be stored in other areas of the body, including the midsection. Fructose also negatively affects leptin, which is the hormone that signals fullness and satisfaction, which may lead to overeating. Fructose also causes insulin resistance, where the body struggles to regulate blood sugar, which can lead to additional fat storage. Because of this, it's also linked to other concerning issues. I'm going to run through the full list.
To heart disease, fatty liver, diabetes, asthma, inflammation, and fatigue.
High fructose corn syrup is often hidden in the ingredients label under names like corn syrup or fructose glucose syrup, so buyers beware.
It's found in sodas, candies, baked goods, breads and cookies, fast foods, condiments, even cereals and donuts.
Curious about where high fructose corn syrup is not allowed in your food? Well, let's find out which countries decided to restrict it.
The EU limits the use, but countries like India and Mexico indirectly ban high fructose corn syrup by imposing high tariffs. Dangerous food additive number 4, soy protein isolate.
Attention guys who love their protein shakes, especially those using soy protein, this one's for you. If you're adding soy protein to your daily routine, you'll want to pay special attention to this conversation. Let's dive into what you really need to know and how it could be affecting your health and fitness goals.
It's used as a protein supplement or an additive to food. The problem is soy protein isolate is a genetically modified soybean, and in the processing, hexane is often used. Hexane is a petroleum solvent similar to gasoline. The residue of these chemicals remain in the food but never listed on the label. Most soy foods are genetically modified and contain high levels of glyphosate, an herbicide that is carcinogenic. It's found in protein bars, protein shakes, protein powders, nutritional bars, granola bars, soy flour, soups, lunch meats, plant-based meats, non-dairy milks, baby food, protein-fortified cereals, and snacks. It's linked to cancer, specifically colon cancer. It alters our gut microbiome. It's linked to gastrointestinal problems. It interferes with digestion, causing stomach aches and nausea. It's linked to allergic reaction, and it interferes with thyroid function.
Wondering which countries took a stand and decided to restrict soy protein isolate? Well, let's find out.
The European Union has strict regulations regarding the use of GMO soybeans. Dangerous food additive number 5, BHA and BHT.
BHA stands for butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT stands for butylated hydroxytoluene. Now, most labels will list the acronym, but some will show the long form, as you can see in these examples here.
It's a chemically derived preservative. The problem is it's a synthetic, waxy, solid petrochemical derived from petroleum and gas. BHA is used in foods like oils, fats, cereals, snacks like your potato chips and popcorns. It's in processed meats like lunch meats, hot dogs, and bacon. You can also find it in candy, gum, frozen food, nut mixes, shortening, even beer. BHT can be found in all the same things, but it's also in cosmetics like lipsticks and lotions. It can be linked to cancer, lung tumors, it impairs blood clotting, it disrupts our endocrine system. BHT can mimic estrogen and suppress testosterone. It can also induce allergic reactions, and it's a neurotoxin. Remember, if you struggle with hormonal imbalance issues, you will definitely want to stay away from these.
Curious about where BHA and BHT are not allowed in your food? Well, let's find out which countries and states have decided to restrict the use of this toxic ingredient.
The UK banned BHA in baby food. Japan and parts of Europe have banned BHA and BHT, and California has warning labels on food with BHA. If one toxic ingredient can cause us harm, imagine the compounded effects when multiple toxins are combined in a single product. It's worth questioning what these combinations are really doing to our health. Your organic tip is, did you know that organic produce has 10 times more vitamins and minerals than non-organic? Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos on staying healthy and informed. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on this video right here to learn more about 5 toxic food additives you're eating without knowing. And I'll also link another video right here that gives you more information on some of these dangerous synthetic dyes.